as president, made more than 15,000 false or misleading claims. Okay? If we were to go by the books written by famous investigative journalists,
we need to go beyond comfort zones and go into difficult areas, take a leap into the deep and go into areas where we may even face danger, but we are doing it for the common good of all, especially the poor and the downtrodden people. Now I have been about more than 50 years in professional work in journalism. In 86 there was a kind of a relationship with another person, and as a result I withdrew all my savings, EPF, ETF, gratuity, everything, gave it to that person and lost it all. When I hit this crisis in 88, I was left with no money, no place to stay, and fortunately my brother had a house at Jaila, and they were going to the Gambia, and he told me to come and stay there. His father-in-law was staying there. And I believe, although people today, psychologists tell us, I was very, very close to suicide. I'll put it in Christian terms, because God sent an angel angel means a person. That was who is now my wife, Mary. Then she took me into a Catholic group called the Kitudana Pubudua. And there we have a series of talks and repentance and commitment service. So I went for that, and that was the point at which my life changed. From about 989, we got married. Though I was wearing specs, I could see, and those days we had, I don't think you know about it, hot metal printing, where they typed on metal printing and we had to make the pages on what we call the stone. I used to read those metallic slugs, but I suppose due to this crisis, I sort of even didn't care about my eyesight, and that may have expedited the loss of eyesight. Then it was my friend Amin Nisadeen who somehow came and persuaded me. He said, so I told him my eyesight is now very weak. He said, don't worry, Louis, lots of my friends in that time of crisis deserted me, but he was one of the few who stood by me. Still grateful to him. Then in 1992 I joined the Sun Times staff. Now I work full-time for the Sun Times and part-time for the Daily Mirror. When I came back to the Sun Times, my whole vision and goal in journalism changed from wanting personal gain or glory or bylines. I realized that I should be the voice of the voiceless people, to spotlight their grievances. Though in the process I had virtually gone fully blind, in a sort of miraculous way, God had opened a third eye of faith for me, through which I could see hundreds of times more than I saw with my physical eyes. See means see and understand situations and various issues. I have experienced death to this selfishness and self-centeredness, and I believe my mission is to work for the common good of all, work for others, help others, especially widows and orphans. Sometimes stay up till about 3 in the night listening to these political talk shows and to gain knowledge to write these things we need knowledge, isn't it? It doesn't
Evidence to claims that his foreign policy understanding was that of a 5th or 6th grader. Okay?
Journalism, we are supposed to be fair, accurate and balanced. That's one of the main principles in journalism. Today that is seldom happening in the world because of the digital social media, isn't it? So we have a major battle to overcome. Memorable moments, one is when I got a Lifetime Achievement Award at the Journalism Award ceremony. It was about 10 years ago. And of course, there's a magazine that we do called Footprints, a social justice magazine. A friend and I do it. Then the Catholic Messenger, that's the official organ of the Catholic Church in Sri Lanka, has also asked me to do the editorial. And the memorable thing is being the voice of the voiceless people, spotlighting their grievances, and whenever I get an opportunity, I go out of my way, even though despite this handicap. So actually the problem is there. I can't see, but the problem is not there also. It's not a problem for me. It's a challenge, but if we have the right, if our intention is self-centered or selfish, it won't work. If I'm just doing it for myself to gain prominence, and I believe it won't work. It must be other-centered for the common good of all.